to other people or in public, she holds it in so that she can come home and like spew it out onto me. That's okay. That's God's way. But this is what I think happens. When she was a junior, her summer between her junior and senior year, I think that God allows this to happen. And you little girls, your babies aren't this old, just listen to me. All right, one day they'll just turn on you. And you'll think, who in the world is this? Who's coming down the steps in the morning? We don't know who this is. I think that God allows that because he knows that you're about to let your baby go off to college or whatever they're going to do, and he knows that you're grieving. So he makes them just as mean as he can so that you can let them go. And I believe that. That summer, the very breath that I breathed out of my nostrils made her so angry. We were not allowed to eat cereal in our own home because she couldn't stand to hear us chew. I don't mean to talk about her because she had a lot on her. She had to empty the dishwasher. Stuff like that. That's so hard. Okay, let me tell you about an example when she was probably your baby's age, y'all's little children, because y'all are so cute. Look, their thyroid's still functioning. Y'all still got hair. Good for y'all. Y'all got on little breeches. Yay. Okay. When my middle one, when she was in elementary school, I was so blessed that I got to take them to school and pick them up every day in my minivan. And I would watch them come out, my girls, and I saw them. They were in a good mood. I saw it. All right, they would be goosing each other and waving to all the little children and the principal. See you tomorrow. Okay. Then they come over to my minivan, get in, slam the door. That middle one would take her backpack and sling me in the back of the head with it. She'd say every day something like, I'm starving to death. You don't have a piece of cheese in this car? Your driving's making me car sick. I hate her. Why did you have her? And the baby would be sitting over the back. She'd be going, Mom, 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 Mom. And I'd say, what? And she'd go, Mom, Mom. My husband's very quiet, very introverted. He doesn't like to chat. And so, men only have so many words that they can use in a day. And he uses his up at work. And then comes home and has nothing to say to me and just gets in a big chair and stares into space. And I need people. I need to talk, Curtis. So I stand in the kitchen and just talk to myself. And then we go to get in the bed, and of course then he knows me. All of a sudden he knows me and tries to touch me. I'm like, I'm sorry, excuse me, do we know each other? But there was no cussing. And I said, nobody's going to cuss in this house. And when I mean cuss, like the F word, F-A-R-T, no ma'am, no ma'am. And so I said, nobody's going to call anybody butt or stupid, all right? Not to mention nasty, terrible words, but I said, nobody's going to call anybody butt or stupid. They did exactly like I told them. Those first two would have never uttered a word. That third one came along. It started out with spell cussing. She'd come in a room and go, what the H? She calls my husband Chuck. His name is Chuck. She goes, Chuck, you a-hole. And my husband just gets so tickled. And then she'd come in a room and go, what's up, mofos? He really does not believe in fancy cars. He doesn't think anybody needs a nice car. My children drive old, beat-up cars. And what he does for me, he'll buy me a car about a year old, pay cash for it, and then make me drive it the rest of my life. I finally had to put my foot down because I was driving a 2009 white Honda Pilot. And they're wonderful cars, but if you don't know what that model looks like, it looks like I was delivering Lay's potato chips. I never felt pretty in it. It had over 239,000 miles on it when lights started flashing in it saying, get out, Leanne, get out. One of my good friends said, Leanne, I've got a gas fireplace in my master bedroom and I love that thing. But every time I turn it on, Sam thinks we're gonna do it. I can't even enjoy my own fireplace. And this is what's crazy. This Invisalign tray, if I don't have it in, if I'm soaking it in some Polident and I forget about it, my husband's like, but if I pop that Invisalign tray in, he's like, good night. Things I really did. First I thought, you know what, if times get bad. If times get bad, I think I'd be a big deal there. I do. Thank you. I'm tall, I'd have to hinge at the hip. The second thing I thought was, Satan wasn't there. I don't think Satan was there. I think Satan was like, I'm good. Okay, let me tell y'all that after my first Netflix special, and let me tell y'all, she went through a phase where she was worried that who was going to go to heaven. She wants everybody to go to heaven. And I remember her asking me about people, and everybody would be yelling in the back seat and hungry and all that, and her little voice would say, Mommy, is Johnny Cash going to heaven? I remember that day, and I remember what I said. I said, yeah. Yes, Johnny Cash is going to heaven. He and June have been spreading the gospel with Billy Graham all over the United States. Yes, he'll be in heaven. Okay.